Hey guys, it's Sky. So, I just saw Pinocchio Unstrung. I've got to take like a hot minute and just talk to you guys because, well, let me charge my phone. Because I'm all for independent movies. Don't get me wrong. Some are good, some are bad. One being Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's a 50-50 toss-up, you know. If you know, you know. But Pinocchio Unstrung. You don't understand. Like, okay, so backstory time. So when it actually came out, which was like, I think a week ago now, I was originally going to go see it when it came out. The problem was, when it came out, there was no theaters close to me that I could go see it. And I was like, fuck, I really want to go see this though. And I was really excited. I had it marked down when it was going to come out. So I was like, well, shit. I can't go and see it because there's no theaters close to me. So I went to see Hadestown. Ended up loving it. Great. Saw it twice. So finally, what is this, like, Atlas Cinema had it. I'm like, okay, am I going to go to Mentor? Or am I going to go to the next closest, which was Niles? Mentor, because Mentor is like 40 minutes away versus Niles and wherever the theater was, which was probably like an hour or something away. I'm going to go to Mentor. Now, fast forward till tonight. Pinocchio Unstrung, man, was beautiful. Now, I'm going to warn you, if you're going to watch this video, heavy spoilers ahead. And the reason I'm yelling it, heavy spoilers ahead. If you do not want spoilers for Pinocchio Unstrung, do not watch this video. I repeat, do not watch this video because I'm going to spoil a bunch of shit. Why? Because this movie was that fucking good that there's so many things that just want to press upon that if you don't want to spoiler it and whatever, don't watch this fucking video. So, okay? Hi, you stayed? Great. Let's get down to it. So, the first thing I just want to press upon is the fact that how they did it was kind of like Blood and Honey. And the reason I'm saying this is because they're all B movies. And apparently they're all in the same universe. We're going to get back to that though. So, basically, what it is that it's the whole intro of who the main characters, James and Geppetto, and what their storyline is and where we're going to start off. Great. And it's kind of a shadowy puppet thing, kind of like Blood and Honey was. And the reason I say this is because I saw the kill count for that, but that's not the point. And then we go into the actual storyline, blah, 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 and we meet James and just his life and everything. He's a schoolboy. Again, B movie I think this is taking place in England, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere in UK-ish, because they all have English accents. They're all English plates, so I'm almost positive this is England. If not, maybe Scotland. I don't know. But nobody had an American accent. Well, yeah, nobody had an American accent. But let's get to the storyline of how when we meet Pinocchio, they're making him, we are unknown what Pinocchio is. We just see Pinocchio. Now, for those who don't know, Pinocchio is not CGI. Pinocchio is an animatronic, which I appreciate heavily. For somebody, a lot of people who don't know, who have just met me as comic and whatnot, the thing that I loved growing up was animatronics and behind the scenes of any movie, TV show, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, I don't like animatronics at Halloween, especially when I'm up close. Now, behind the scenes, I love it. So knowing that Pinocchio is not going to be heavily CGI'd at all, and it's all going to strictly be an animatronic, the only thing they're going to CGI is the wires out, which is fair. They did an amazing job with this animatronic because he has such puppet-like moves. Well, no shit, Sherlock. He's an actual puppet. And he has a child voice. He looks like a wooden doll, which he is, essentially, with animatronic movements. But he has this childlike, whimsy voice. So when he says stuff, like one of the lines is, "What's a penis?" In a horror movie, by the way. So he does all this killing and stuff. And I don't want to give too much away, obviously, but it's the whimsicalness that is a child's voice in a doll, and it's beautiful because he doesn't know. So, let's get to the cricket that we know. Robert Englund, aka Freddy the himself, is in this movie as the cricket. Oh my god, I loved him in it, because there are moments where he's saying stuff like, kill the bitch, kill the bitch, kill the bitch. And you can hear Freddy's voice, obviously, but obviously it's the cricket, but it's just like, and there's moments where he's like, I'm 3 feet tall, give me a break. And it's like, he's essentially like that big. It was beautiful. I was so happy. I'm just so happy with Robert Englund. Now, there are things I'm leaving out on purpose, because you have to go, there are things you have to go see it to get the whole experience. I'm not going to spoil that much. I'm just spoiling like Robert Englund, how they made it. I'm not going to spoil the ending. I very easily could. I'm not going to, because it's an experience, man. Obviously there's moments in this that are just like, oh, like, I'm going to spoil one kill. I'm not going to say who it was, but somebody does get scalped. Like, losing their complete head. Like, if I had longer hair, my hair, all gone. But that is the one point where I actually gagged. Okay? I've seen Texas Chainsaw. I've seen Chucky. I've seen Dead Silence. I'm trying to think of gory movies, and that wasn't a really gory movie. But I've seen stuff. Saw. Couldn't think of Saw. Saw. Oh. Didn't see those in theaters. That one made me gag. I actually had to stop eating my popcorn because I think I gagged in my popcorn. I love a horror movie that literally makes me want to gag. That means, and a B movie, it's not like it's Freddy, Chucky, whatever, Saw, something that's been going on for a while. This is its own independent movie. Again, I gotta keep saying independent, because it is. And it made me gag. And I love it. And again, it's just beautiful how well they did this. It was well done. Obviously, some stuff's really corny, like, you know, the dialogue, actually, if you really pay attention to the movie beginning to end, and the storyline, and where he's going with it, again, I'm not going to spoil the storyline, but it is actually a really cute story. It really is. If you really pay attention, and you don't think of it as just Pinocchio trying to kill people, which obviously Pinocchio does kill people, we've seen in the trailer, but if you really think about where Pinocchio's coming from, and how he's trying to do things, and the influences he has, again, not spoiling why, but it's really well done, and the climax of the movie makes sense. And just, there are moments where I was laughing, and then there are moments I'm gagging. There's moments I'm crying in a horror movie, because it plays with your emotions so much. This movie played with your emotions. If you really pay attention, beginning to end, and really focus on everything, it will fuck with your emotions. Like, you'll feel like you're bipolar, essentially. I mean, I'm not even joking. I'm bipolar, so I can make that joke. But, yeah, you'll have your emotions fucked with for like an hour and 45-minute movie? Yeah, your emotions will be played with. But I can't express how much I love this movie and how well it was done for a B movie. I am so happy, and I can't be more happier with this independent movie. And I'm like, yeah. So now we're gonna go into really quick the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. I don't know. I can't confirm this. I have to go confirm it. But there was a moment in the movie that we hear a Dr. Robbins, right? Blood and Honey, Christopher Robbins, if you will. I wonder if those two are the same people, right? I've heard two different things. I've heard, yes, it's in the same universe. So yes, that Dr. Robbins is Christopher Robbins, because it's actually played by the same actor from Blood and Honey, who's playing Christopher Robin in Blood and Honey, is playing the same Dr. Robbins in Pinocchio. Now, is it true? I have no idea. If they're the same people. It would make sense, though, because they do have moments where they show Blood and Honey references, and I'm not going to tell you when, but they do. But it would make sense, though. It would. Because in Blood and Honey, Christopher Robbins is a doctor. We don't know where, but he is. But again, I couldn't be happier with the fact that it went zoos. Would I see it again if it wasn't like 40 minutes away? Yes. Am I going to own this movie? Yes, because I own my favorite versions of Pinocchio, which is the original, obviously, the Disney one, Pinocchio, this other version of Pinocchio that's like a horror movie, Pinocchio's Revenge. I couldn't think of it for a second. And when this comes out, this is gonna be it. Now, Pinocchio's Revenge gets a little bad rep, but that's another video for another time. But this one was great, and I couldn't be happier, and I'm really glad. So if you want to go see a really fun independent movie that again will fuck with your emotions big time, go see Pinocchio Unstrung. It's really funny. And again, one of my favorite moments particularly was when Pinocchio, actually I didn't say this part in this movie, but one of my favorite moments was when he sees a naked girl and he goes, she cut off her penis. So again, I won't spoil when and where it happened or why, but it was just a funny line because it's a kid's voice saying it, because Pinocchio is played by a child actor. But again, Pinocchio doesn't know because he's getting influenced by so many things. Again, I won't tell you why he's getting influenced, but he is. It's such a good movie though, and I can't get over how good of a movie this was. So, alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye!